How do you teach 9/11 to your students?
I usually teach 9/11. I usually start out with a video. Sometimes it's CNN 10, sometimes it's something else that I try and find on YouTube that try and show both sides of kind of what happened, not just the American side, but why they also did what they did, so it's not one-sided as much. And then I was 6 when it happened, so I really didn't understand what was going on or what was happening, so I try and talk to some of like the other teachers in the building. Sometimes I talk to my parents and things like that, like what they saw and what they noticed kind of, so I can relay stories of what they knew was going on versus what was actually going on, because I mean it was in Washington D.C. We're in little Iowa. So kind of like the information that they were getting as things were going on.
Yeah. So it kind of becomes a collaborative effort whenever 9/11 remembrance comes back around in the calendar, just working with other teachers to figure out a game plan.
Correct.
Okay. How do you kind of gauge what students know about 9/11? Do you kind of start off with a conversation or kind of ask generally what they know?
Most of the time, it depends on the class a little bit if I think they can handle the conversation or not, but usually I'll try and start off with like, what do you guys know about 9/11? Sometimes it's like entire history of what happened that day. Sometimes it was well, something happened, I know that kind of conversation. It just depends on what they'd heard.
Does it surprise you what students know or don't know about 9/11?
Usually it surprises me more when they say like they didn't know anything happened on 9/11, just because it's always been a big thing to me, like growing up, especially because like, again, I remember a time when my dad went and he had to travel for work and whatnot, and I could go into the airports and stuff like that, and then after 9/11 it's like, nope, you can't go into the airports, you can't watch the airplanes take off, any of that. So it's kind of, it was a big thing for me. Obviously I didn't know exactly what was going on when it happened, but the fact that some of them don't know anything happened, they're like, it's Tuesday.